Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to have a look at the Times Cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Tuesday, the 19th of November 2024. Now we've got an interesting set here, Peridot, which is a puzzle editor, which is a setter I've only seen once before this year. It took me about 26 minutes to do that puzzle, so I'm not expecting a fast puzzle. I also know that Peridot is actually an alias, a name for the puzzles editor. So there's an anagram there of P editor. So I don't know. I have got no idea how this is going to go, really, other than last one took a while. Might be a bit simpler. Who knows? Probably not. So I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. More toast spread in accommodation for some borders. Sounds like more toast is an anagram of something. Accommodation for some borders. Ugh. Lettuce price cut, cost lettuce, cost, given warning, related in garbled form. Garbled seems like it might be a anagram indicator. Related, given warning, nah. Put clock back for transfer. Put is place, clock back is timer, remit, I think that is. Remit and timer. A bit of an old one there. Little room in behind taxi, cab, behind, little room, loo, in, cabin, there, cab in, literally in, behind it. Figure on going after sunken ship with prow missing. Ugh. Figure on, that means nothing to me. Figure on going after sunken ship with prow missing. I think figure will be something like a number, maybe a shape, I don't know. Moral scruple could be lordship's purpose. Moral scruple could be lordship's purpose. Is there an anagram there? 13 letters. Moral scruple is 11. Lordship's purpose is probably about 9, so no. Meal served around a boat. So we've got supper, tea, launch and lunch, I think. Launch. Competes to control Western outlooks. Competes. Races. Control Western. I think that's probably put all W into something to get outlooks. I mean, you'd think that ends in S, really. With a W in it. Views. Views and vies. Yes, views. Views and vies. Protective layer inside ship. Protective, I would think, layer inside. Ship is normally SS. Steamship, maybe not. Let's scroll on down a little bit. Bed, crawling with lice. Sounds like an anagram of bed, lice. Decibel, making a level of noise. Very good. Exist over a long period. Exist, ER, yeah. B. Oh, exist is to be over a long period. Ugh. I think that's an era or an age. Exist, age. Oh, that's interesting. Eba. I'm going to take that out. Something going. I'm not quite sure which one it is, age or era. Could be blooming old trend. Could be. Is 5-7. Blooming old transatlantic vessel 9. Oh, that could be steamship. Could be blooming. Okay, I've got a few there. Spots reported on headland. I was going to put Ness in there, providing oceanic view. Spots reported, so that's reported to sound like headland is normally a Ness. A cliff. Maybe it's cliff is the reported. Spots die. Ocean view is a panorama. Oh, who's in favour of a penny off income tax system? Very good. Who's in favour? Pro. A penny off. So take a P off of the income tax system. Oh gosh, what is it? The payee. Aye. Payee. Pay as you earn. That'd be hard for the foreign solvers, I think. Scoffed. Portion of meat enthusiastically. Should be a hidden word. Attent. Eaten. Eaten. There we are. Oh, there, fits eaten. And captain's directive, mix food with hearty red. So that looks like, whoa. Anagram of food, 4. Hearty is 6. +3 for red is 5233, yeah. Something on the captain's directive. Might have to get the pen and paper out for that. On the deck, hearty red mix. Food double. On the dot something. Don't know. Captain's directive. Middle of the road, company backing another in. A company in, so you've got probably firm African country. Middle of the road. African countries. I really do need a letter there to get me a little bit closer to the African country before I have to go through them all. Ship's officer. Potty about old queen. Oh gosh, ship's officer. Potty. I don't think it's an anagram. About old queen. And posse. Commode? Commodore, I think. Commode, and then OR. Who's OR? Old Queen, OR, yes. Drunkards with books aboard ship, so SOTS, OT aboard SS, probably means that other SS down the bottom isn't correct. Upholder of Trinidad ban I train in movement. Trident ban I train in movement. Ban I train, is that? Upholder of Trident is, well, I was going to say Neptune, but ban I train. Britannia. Okay, so if it ends in A, so I think that's 0 down the bottom. I don't quite understand the exist is re over. I'll leave writers at sea. Absorbing French article. One struggling. I mean, I assume that's going to be an LE or an LA there. One struggling. Probably LER there, I would think. Let's take that out in case it's not. But sunbathe with a drink after time getting fit. Sunbathe. I think with a drink would be sip. Well, that could be something else. Or sup. Press ups, not press ups. After time getting fit. Sunbathe is tan. Let's think tan. With a Tunisia, I don't know. After time, with a drink after time. Tant. That S isn't right, is it necessarily? So maybe it's tan. Still isn't really kind of jumping to me. Let's take that out because I don't like it there. This is outspoken verse on developing coal. Vocal. Okay. Sound of running water in ice field. Sound of running water in ice field. What is that? Okay. A gesture of respect that's far from stern. Bow. Very good. Well, that looks like lower, doesn't it? Something blower. Could be blooming. Flower. Sunflower. Old. What is that? Mayflower. Okay, Mayflower. The transatlantic vessel. I think we had that a few weeks ago. On the day or something, that is. So let's go back to the top now, see what we got. See if we can get more toast spread. Okay, so I still need to do this anagram. Gosh. T's, S's, storeroom. No, it can't be storeroom. For some borders. But there's definitely a room in there. Got rid of my A and the E. Stateroom, is that right? 2 T's. Room and state. Okay, let's put an S there. I think that is stateroom, which is a bit of a weird for some borders. I don't quite. Is that the executive board, maybe? A little bit of a strange clue, really. Given warning, related in garble form. Is that just? I think that's alerted, isn't it? I thought it might be an anagram. What's this? Captain's Rider. Mixed food. Something of the day. Order of the day. I guess that must be. Okay. Yeah. Order with hearty red. I'm not quite sure where that hearty comes from. Okay, it's in there, isn't it? Here we have figure, oh gosh, rhombus, on going, figure on going after sunken ship is wreck with prow missing. So wreck Reckon now. Yes, gosh, wreck on. There we go. Okay, middle of the road. Right, I've got Morocco, haven't I? African country. So what have I got? Oh, what I'm doing there, is it Morocco? So there's a company, CO, backing in Morocco. Middle of the road. Company. Morocco? Okrom? Let's take that and see if that is, I think that's Morocco, but I'm not entirely sure. There's Morocco, M-O-R-C-O. Company, of course, CO, and middle of the road must be M-O-R, I suppose. Not convinced by that. Okay, that must be of something. This spots reported on headland providing scenic. Eesh, golly, this is moral scruple could be lordship's purpose. Sorry, that's pretty hard without any lordship's purpose. This I'll leave writers at sea. Absorbing French article. Okay, so that's writers. Oh gosh, without a. I'm going to write this down. Without an I. R-T-R-S. Just leaves me an E, and then absorb it. So wrestler. One struggling wrestler. I think that is wrestler. Okay. Oh golly. Moral scruple. Is that an anagram? Moral scruples only 11. Could be lordship's purpose. I mean, that could be something of colour. I don't know. Sunbathe. I'm sure that's tan. Tandram. Tan. Tan. Is that tan? Did I get this one? Protective layer inside. Protective layer inside ship. Oh golly, I'm in trouble now, aren't I? Sound of running water in Icefield. What's that? Icefield. I mean, it's not a. I don't think it's a hidden word. I mean, nice fits. Efi would be the other one. Running water is. Sound of running. Water in Icefield is ice. Golly, that's hard, that little corner. This sunbathe with a drink. Tan. With a drink after time. Tant rum. That kind of fit. Okay, tantrum. Fair enough. What's this? Moral scruple is point of. Purpose is point, isn't it? That's a cape down there. That's a seascape. Seascape, I think. Seas, spots. Seas, yeah. Stateroom, I guess that has to be. That must be point of. Moral scruple is a point of. Lordship's purpose, point of. Honour, I suppose. Point of honour. Fair enough. So it just leaves these three in the corner at 13 minutes, which is about my normal kind of time, isn't it? I think that has to be era. Exist over a long period. Exist is normally be, but I think we're turning over something. Exist is to live. Let's assume that's an E. So this is a liner, isn't it? Protective, liner. Okay, which just makes that a flow. Sound, yeah, flow, which means that must be era. Hey, 1319, nice. Good, lovely. That was nice. A little bit panicky in that corner, southwest corner, but otherwise pretty good. So I'm going to go through the clues. Excuse me. So we've got stateroom is the answer, which is, okay, so we've got more toast spread. So we've got an anagram of stateroom with more toast being the words that go into that. Spread is telling us to anagram it. And then I assume accommodation for some boarders, we're talking about an executive board of a company here, I think. That would be the stateroom. Lettuce, cost lettuce is a type of lettuce, and if you cut price is a cost, so cut that down, take the T off it. Given warning is alerted, and then we've got related is an anagram of alerted, and gullible form is telling us that's an anagram of it. Put clock back, so a timer going backwards gives you a remit. If you remit money, you transfer money. A little room is a cabin, and then we've got in behind taxi, so cab going ahead of in. If you figure something out, you reckon it. And we've got on, literally on, going after sunken ship. So sunken ship is a wreck, but we're losing the W of wreck because the prow is missing. Moral scruple as a point of honour, and a lordship's purpose could be his, your honour's point purpose, lordship's purpose. Meal served around A, so we've got lunch going around an A to give us a launch, which is a boat. There's a lot of boats in this actually. In fact, let's stop for a moment. Liner, launch, cabin. Okay, there's 3 bits of boat here. Mayflower. Isn't it Thanksgiving this week in America? Maybe, I don't know. Mayflower is part of one of the reasons they do that. Seascape is a bit nautical, as is order of the day and the captain. So yeah, there's something going on with Commodore. That's another word. So yeah, there's a lot of sea-related words in there. Britannia, Royal Britannias. Britannia was the royal launch, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know if there's some specific thing or it's just a bit sea related. Anyway, excuse me for breaking off as I read through the clues. Competes is vise, and control W, so that's saying put a control western. Sorry, western is W. Put that into there. Gives you views, which are outlooks. The protective layer, so you got the liner of something, and a ship is a liner. Decibel is an anagram of bed and lice. Crawling is telling us to anagram those 2 words. So, and then a level of noise. Decibels are the noise levels. Exist over a long period. Well, a long period is an era, and the A is there. So we're saying exist is to exist over is saying put re backwards. Now I don't understand why re is exist. Something I haven't come across, but era. Could be blooming, so it Mayflower, and the Mayflower was the transatlantic vessel that the Pilgrim Fathers of travelled from England or or Great Britain or wherever it was to USA back in the 1600s, which essentially started America. So spots reported. So if you spot something, you see it. If you spot something, you see it. So spots is to seize. Reported is telling us it's sound like. Headland is a cape, and an ocean view is a seascape. Who's in favour of a penny off income tax? So who's in favour? You say I if you're in favour of something, and the income tax system in the UK is pay as you earn, PAYE. So take the P, a penny off, gives you I. Scoffed is eaten, and portion of meat enthusiastically. So we've got a hidden word indicated by portion, and eaten is there in meat enthusiastically. Captain's directive is order of the day. I don't really know what it's a captain's directive per se, but okay. And you've got an anagram of food, hearty, and red. I think of those that go to make order of the day, and mix is telling us to anagram those 3 words. Middle of the road seems to just have been given an initials of MOR for middle of the road. I'm not sure I've ever seen that, but fair enough. Company backing, OC. Another is CO, so company short for CO is short for company, and then gives you the African country of Morocco. Ship's officer is a commodore. We've got a potty, which is a commode. About old queen, so O for old and R for Regina, which is queen in Latin. Drunkards are sots, and books is the Old Testament, and that's aboard a ship, SS. So always worth learning that the books are OT and NT for Old Testament and New Testament. Sometimes books can be B. The upholder of a trident. So Britannia is I don't know if it's a mythical figure, but always seen with a trident. And then we've got ban I train is an anagram of Britannia, and movement is telling us to anagram it. We've got writers at sea, so we've got an anagram of writers indicated by at sea, but the I is leaving that, so we then anagram that, and then we put in a French article, which is LE, to get to one who struggles, which is a wrestler. A sunbathe is to tan, with a drink, the drink is rum, and then after time is tea, so the drink goes after the tea for time, and if you're getting a fit, you're having a tantrum. So not getting fit in terms of exercise, just having a fit, as in fit of anger, having a tantrum. Outspoken verse on developing coal. So outspoken is vocal. Verse must be abbreviated to V, standard abbreviation I guess. And then we've got an anagram of coal. So developing is telling us that's an anagram of coal, gives us vocal. We've just got a sound like here, so water flows, which is FLOW, and an ice field is a flow, an ice flow. And a gesture of respect is to bow, and on a ship the bow is far from the stern, front and the back. And bow is of course another sea-related sea room, and actually the states room. I think the states room is part of a ship. So lots of things going on in the theme there. Good little puzzle from my perspective, done in 13 minutes, which is kind of around the time I like to get them done. So yeah, felt good. I think it could be a little bit toughy. The payee one, especially for any foreign solvers, just getting things like point of honour and flow won't become easily if you can't get liner. That little corner there might be a bit of a problem. But some toughish definitions with wrestler being a one who struggles and tantrum for fit. But overall, I enjoyed that. It's what I was looking for. Thanks very much.